Hello and welcome back to another episode of the House of Trade. I'm Justin Banton, and on this channel we teach you everything you need to know about financial markets and trading to be really successful. Now, the arrival of extraterrestrial beings on Earth is a concept that has captured human imagination for centuries, filling the pages of science fiction novels and inspiring countless movies. Now, while this notion remains purely speculative and firmly in the realm of fiction for now, the hypothetical scenario of an alien invasion presents an intriguing backdrop for exploring the resilience of humanity in the face of unprecedented challenges. In this fictional world, where the ordinary is turned upside down onto its head, I invite you to delve deeply into the hypothetical consequences, societal responses, and the intricate interplay of factors that would shape our world in the wake of such an extraordinary event. So, in this hypothetical scenario where aliens actually did invade Earth or make themselves known to us, the consequences for financial markets, governments, and stock prices would be substantial and unpredictable. It's important to note that this is purely speculative in exercise, as there is no evidence for extraterrestrial life so far or potential invasions. However, let's explore some potential impacts. Financial markets. Alien invasions would definitely lead to some sort of panic. Now, the news of an alien invasion would likely induce immediate panic in financial markets.
Now, even trading now, guys, 8 halves are trading as well. Once again, guys, they're going to get it in 8 halves trade. 8 even offer, 7 even offer, 6 halves are trading here now, 6 evens are trading, 5 evens are trading here now. Once again, 5 evens do trade here. You're going to get a new 5 even offer comes in, 4 evens are trading here now, 3 evens are trading here now, 3 even here now. You're going to get a low print of 11.03 even. Guys, 2 off offer, 2 evens are trading here now.
Investors might hastily sell assets, seeking refuge in safe haven options like gold or government bonds. This could lead to significant drops in stock markets and other risk assets. And let's be honest, would you even want to own anything other than what you can see tangibly in front of you? What are you going to do with a government bond if aliens visit the Earth, or if they come in a less salubrious manner with hostilities? How about economic disruptions? There'll probably be plenty of them. Depending on the invasion scale and the intensity, widespread economic disruptions could probably occur. Infrastructure damage, supply chain interruptions, and business closures might become prevalent and everyday issues. In that kind of scenario, what are you going to be doing with your portfolio? Are you going to even be thinking about portfolios? Are you going to be diversing into something else that's more fungible and tradable? The government responses and market dynamics would be good to watch. Governments will probably have to address these threats immediately, possibly reshuffling resources and reallocating defense spending. Such actions could lead to changes in fiscal policies, tax rates, monetary measures, which would undoubtedly influence market dynamics. Now, whether or not we still have a functioning stock market, equity market, capital markets, currency markets in that situation is another thing altogether. But I think it'll be important to also consider things that were sector specific. So the impact on some sectors, such as defense and advanced technology, might see substantial gains as they develop new defense mechanisms, which could create significant divergences in stock performance among different sectors. And let's not forget, we might actually benefit from contact with an extraterrestrial species in the form of new technology, and something that expedites our understanding or development of certain infrastructures, of certain supplies, of certain technologies. But there will be a huge amount of global uncertainty, because an alien invasion would create profound global uncertainty. As a result, investors worldwide would probably start to be more risk averse, and investments would divest away from volatile markets. And there'd be knock-on effects in international relations and trade, because any invasion might reconfigure international relations and priorities, potentially disrupting trade agreements and alliances, affecting global trade and economic cooperation. Currency fluctuations would probably be absolutely wild, because currency values may fluctuate significantly in response to the invasion's uncertainty and associated risks. Safe haven currencies like the United States dollar, Japanese yen, or Swiss franc might strengthen, while currencies of more directly impacted regions could weaken. I'm laughing because You just don't really know. Would currency even be valuable? Would it even be worth anything? Would it depend on where they landed? Would the United States dollar strengthen if aliens landed in Japan? We just don't know. But for sure, things like insurance and reinsurance challenges would surface. The challenges for these sectors might be substantial. Challenges due to property damage, business interruptions, and surging insurable claims. I mean, I don't have any premiums against alien invasion, but I'm pretty sure that other plans would be concomitantly affected. The emergence of black markets and panic buying would probably also be prevalent. In such a dire scenario, black markets for essential goods and panic buying would probably emerge, exacerbating economic instability. And that takes me on to governments and global cooperation. An alien invasion would likely prompt global unity as humanity perceives the threat as universal, transcending national boundaries. I mean, you'd hope that in these dire times we'd come together. Governments would probably be compelled to set aside geopolitical conflicts and collaborate globally to confront the common threat. And that's assuming that the threat would be common. Because as I said before, maybe the aliens would take favour in a certain jurisdiction, resigning the rest of us to peasantry and penury. Who knows? But I'm sure there would be a plethora of emergency measures. Because in response to any invasion, governments may declare martial law and invoke emergency powers to maintain order and allocate resources efficiently. Temporary restrictions on civil liberties might also be imposed to prioritise national defence and survival. And I'm pretty sure you can tell by my sardonic and sarcastic tone that these kind of things could probably be exploited. They could probably be utilised by nefarious power actors, and they could probably be used as bargaining chips by states and corporations. And that leads me on to my thinking towards leadership challenges, because governments would grapple with unprecedented challenges requiring swift and decisive decision making. Leaders would undoubtedly face immense pressure, subject to close scrutiny from the public. And who knows, if your prime minister or president sides with a hostile alien to save his own skin, or they make a deal behind doors to cut some other country off because it's beneficial to them. We just don't know what would happen. Evacuations would definitely be a feature here. Governments might initiate evacuation plans for critical personnel and vulnerable populations. Resources probably would be directed towards securing essential infrastructure to ensure the continuity of government operations. And that's what I think is the most profound thing here. It would all be about government continuity, less about the man and woman on the ground, which is why an alien invasion poses so many concerns beyond trading. Information control. Governments like to control the flow of information, and information dissemination to prevent public panic and maintain control potentially would lead to more state-controlled and state-coercive activities, which could have an impact on our trading if we had electricity, if we had the internet, if the aliens didn't block up all of the networks and channels in some kind of electronic warfare exploit. And economic impact is undoubtedly going to be significant. I mean, budget allocations, monetary policy, resource reallocation towards defense spending and recovery would become more necessary. I think one of the most important considerations would also be the altered international relations, because any kind of invasion might lead to shifts in international relations and allegiances, and indeed alliances, potentially overshadowing existing geopolitical rivalries in favour of collective defence efforts. So hey, that actually could be a good thing for a planet that's often plagued by geopolitical headwinds, disunity, and strife and turmoil. We might even see a semblance of government stability, as paradoxical as that actually sounds, because governments facing internal conflicts or dissent may experience stability challenges, and effective leadership and crisis management would be crucial for maintaining public trust and support. So, in the unlikely event of an alien invasion, we might actually see the feckless governments of today turn into more productive, answerable, and accountable government officials. But I'm not going to hold my breath over that, as much as I'm not going to hold my breath over having a steady and reliable internet connection to actually trade this bloody thing. But how about scientific and military collaborations? Because governments are going to heavily invest in scientific research and military collaboration to understand any alien threat and develop advanced technologies for defense and for staving off any alien invasion. Perhaps they come across some alloy they've never come across before. They're able to retrofit it, and they're able to take great leaps forward through turbulence and adversity. It happens. And there undoubtedly will be existential questions, because the invasion would raise rapid, profound philosophical, religious, and existential questions about humanity's place in the universe, prompting the re-evaluation of cultural, ethical, and religious beliefs. Now, what would that do? Would people just stop going to church? Would they stop going to the mosque, to the synagogue? Are they going to stop going to work? Would they just say everything is ridiculous, nothing is of benefit, it's all superfluous? We just don't know how people would react in that situation. It could go either way. Would corporations even exist anymore? I mean, of course, you're still going to need a readily available supply of food, of consumer goods, of these kind of things, of infrastructure projects, but it really would bring people's thinking into a realignment. So in the unlikely event of an alien invasion, we might want to think about how we would actually reallocate our own portfolios, reallocate our own resources, and actually picture ourselves in a world where capital is quite irrelevant, doesn't really matter anymore. What do you do with your pounds or your yens or your Swiss francs or your dollars in a world where we've just realized that we have brothers and sisters further afield? Is it even relevant anymore? These are the kind of questions we need to ask ourselves, especially in the age where we're getting more disclosures from high-ranking government officials that aliens might actually exist. Now, just because aliens exist doesn't mean they're going to invade. So we have to kind of have this bifurcated plan, this bifurcated strategy as to, okay, they might exist, but they might not actually invade. So is the acknowledgement of their existence ever going to actually do anything for our portfolios, for our trading decisions, as opposed to the unlikely intergalactic invasion of a hostile army or alien species? But if you've liked this video, please share, like, and subscribe. I hope we can continue with these videos in the event of any alien invasion. But until then, happy and safe trading, and may the force be with you, whatever phrase that comes from. But yes, this is the House of Trade, and I'm Justin Banton, and see you next time.
Evens are 10.53. Once again, 8 evens trade, 98 even bid an O even here, guys. Once again, 8 even bid an O even. That's a 98 even bid. 98s are trading here now. 97 halves are trading here now. Once again, 97 evens are trading here, guys. 96 halves trade. 96 evens trade. 94 evens are trading. 94 evens are trading here now, guys. Once again, 4 half offer, 4 even offer, 3 halves do trade. 93 evens are trading, 92 evens are trading here now, guys. 91 evens are trading, 89s are trading, 88 halves are trading, 87 evens are trading, 86 evens are trading, 85 evens are trading here now, guys, all the way down. 84 evens are trading here now, guys. 82 evens are trading. Paper comes in a big seller. 81 evens are trading here now, guys. 79s are trading. You got 79s trading here now. Once again, 78s are trading. 6s are trading. 76 evens are trading here now, guys. 75 evens are trading. 4 evens. 3 evens are trading here. 2 evens are trading. 72 evens just traded. Once again, guys, we are big time even bid here now, guys. 72 even offer. 68 evens are trading. Guys, 70 even bid here now. Once again, 70 evens trade. 71 even bid here now with the 72 evens are trading. Guys, 70 over here.